What's up, everyone? Good morning. Good Friday. I just wanted to talk to you for a minute. It's a logical moment. And I've had this conversation before. I've put up posts before. It's your boy Logic anyway. I had this conversation with homeboys and some homegirls online or in person. I'm gonna say this. To my who am I addressing this to? I can't just say to the young generation because there's people my age that still want to be gangster. They haven't matured beyond the childishness of anger and rage that we had when we were young. And I'm going to speak from a position of been there, done that. When we were young, we were wild. Some of us. When we were young, we did crazy things. Let me say it like this. I'm trying to find the right words. Because it's on my mind. There's a lot that's rushing through my mind from a spiritual standpoint, from a manly standpoint, from an old schooler standpoint, whatever you want to call it. Growing up, a lot of us got into a lot of stuff. You were around your neighborhood, no matter where you're from, around your neighborhood, starting stuff. A lot of y'all grew up protected, didn't get into much, and there's nothing wrong with that. In this day and age, and we've all known that times change things. Our time wasn't our parents' time or our grandparents' time. So when I look at my children, my grown children, and my grandchildren now, I find myself, well, when we grew up, but they don't know that time. They know this time. So it behooves us to look at this time and help them in this time, because they're standing on top of our time, if that makes sense. But for you grown folks out there, stop trying to act gangster. Stop thinking that you are all of that. Stop thinking that you are something that you've never been. Because you're going to get hurt. Mentally, physically, socially. You're going to get hurt. Grow up out of, and those that was all hard back in the day, grow up out of that. You don't have to be that way. I struggled not to be that way. A lot of people, when I talk to people, they be like, man, I couldn't see you doing that. And that's good. Oh man, you're a preacher, just pray somewhere. That's great. I'm glad you see me like that. I'm glad people don't see me as that old joker back in the day. I'm glad I'm not that person, because I wouldn't be able to speak to you right now. I wouldn't be here. Literally, I either be dead or in jail from the shenanigans, but from the dirt that I did. You don't have. If somebody can speak to you, and you all hard and I'm about that, but somebody can just speak to you and shut you down, you ain't that hard, bro. Sis, you ain't that hard. If somebody can just look you dead in your eye and you can see that they're more serious than you, you ain't that hard. And you don't have to be. We don't have to prove that we about that. We don't have to, if you got a sidearm, you don't have to prove, look at me, look what I got. Because there's a lot of people that can care less about that. There's a lot of people that can care less you got a weapon. Live life, my brother. Live life, my sister. You don't have to be hard. You don't have to always be all up in somebody's face. I know she better not say this to me. I'll slap the taste out of her mouth. Learn to laugh. I'm trying to be serious because I love y'all. I love the life that God allowed me to have. It brought me through a whole lot. And so I'm sharing it. Before he takes me home, I want to share as much of love that I possibly can. Yes, I get upset. We all do. But I'm not out here trying to be that old person. Y'all don't know who I am. That's what I used to say. Be coming on my block. That's what I used to say. Sitting on my roof shooting at people with my pellet guns. Don't walk past my house. That was me. And we look back and we laugh, but we're glad we grew out of that. Grow up. Be who God made. Build something for your children, your children's children. Stand on your own 2 feet that are standing on top of God's. Go to war with your hands and your mind. When I mean your hands, that means build something. Go to war against oppression. Go to war against being slack in your business, being slothful in your business. Go to war against the dark side of your thinking. Grow up. Don't ever get to an old age. This is what I promised myself. Don't ever get to an old age and say, man, I wish I would have. I wish I'd have took the time. Try everything. If you fell at something that you're not good at, well, at least you know you're not good at that. But don't let these streets, don't let the presumption of wealth, when there's really no wealth, there's nothing but traps. Don't follow the crowd. Follow God, and he'll lead you through that narrow door. It may be tough, but on the other end of that is salvation, is life, is destiny, is vision. You don't have to be hard. You don't have to be I'm about that business. I'm about that life. That life is taking lives. So to the young adults, to the people my age, y'all old farts. You don't have to be hard. It ain't all that. It ain't all that. And here's a warning. You never know who you're speaking to. They just may be from that old school. But we got, what's the phrase now? Mess around and find out. And then you get your hat brought to you. As one of those sayings we used to say. Or they used to say around here in Texas. We didn't say that back in New York. I love you. God bless you. Grow up. Build something. Make a step. Watch this. Instead of talking about what you know that your family didn't leave behind for you, you build something and leave something behind for the people after you. You'll never see your great-great-great-grandchildren enjoy what you're about to build. But I guarantee you, your name will be known. They will know who you are throughout the rest of the generations from your seed. That's a blessing in and of itself. All right, I'm going back to work, y'all. I had this on my mind. I love you. This has been a logical moment from your boy Logic. Keep it logical. Pastor Logic, Pastor Turner, Solomon's Porch Church. Hey, if you need a church home, come to Solomon's Porch Church, where we're preaching a relevant word for this day and age, in this time, for you, from God. Amen. Amen. I'm going back to work. Peace.